We're at about 1700 meters on the north side of Mount Etna, right next to a more recent lava flow, and this is a wonderful ancient beech tree. I'm going to take you around the other side. Then it looks like we've got Ganoderma australe and possibly foamies on it. This was a big tree, and what they're saying is that the lava came down and scorched this side of the tree, and there are enormous insect holes really up close to the fruit body, possibly of foamies. But look at these wonderful invertebrate holes as well on the tree. Looking the other way from the beech tree, this is what you can see. And on the ground here, we've got trees that have been knocked down by the lava and are slowly decaying. You can actually see where it was knocked by the lava, and this lava has got lichens on it, which means that this particular lava flow is probably around 30 to 40 years old. Well, this is the endemic birch of Etna. It's the only place in the world where you find this birch. It's very, very special. It's called Betula etnensiensis, I think, and it's fantastic. And here you see all the wriggly limbs caused by the heavy snow. When it snows here, it weighs down the limbs, and you get tremendous wriggly limbs. And do you hear in the background that thunder sound? It might be too quiet. It's the volcano erupting, producing a sound similar to thunder. But here we've got etnensiensis, and it's layering in the lava here. We've stopped in this forest integral, and one of the first trees that we've come across is this oak. And while Ted's making our hosts a cup of English tea, I'm going to take this opportunity to do a video of this, because to us, and we've seen two trees like this in this part of the forest, to us this would be a classic pollard, classic, although our guide is saying no, it's not. But to us it's a classic pollard, and fantastic to see this. And some very nice lichens on this oak. And up there you've got the uppercuts coming down to the bolling. Here, high on the side of Mount Etna, who would have thought that in one of these old craters are these fantastic old oaks. Now we would say they need a bit of haloing, but what superb trees they are. Unbelievably fantastic. Ted is talking to our guides and reminding us that in Turkey, trees like this were finding species new to the planet. And that's what we would say here, is that there are sufficient here that it may be extremely exciting to find out what's associated with these trees. But even so, they are just magnificent. Look at this lovely downy oak, a lovely old pollard, just right in the foothills of these magnificent crags on Sicily. But we've fantastic to come across old traditional landscape like this on our first day. And while we're looking at this lovely old pollard, we've got golden eagles flying overhead and alpine swifts. Absolutely stunning.
Hi folks, here we are, still in Sicily, sun shining. They say every tree tells a story, and I think you can see all around this lovely old pine, dead standing pine, the lava. And this is fairly recent. We know it's recent lava because the lichens haven't even started to grow on it. But it's interesting to me, if you look further over, how, the young pines were able to cope, in this particular instance, with the lava. Wonderful stuff. Well, I think we're on an old drove road, or the type of drove road which they might have had in Sicily, moving the animals off Mount Etna and back up again, because we just found this lovely old Pinus nigra var Lauricio, and if you look you can see a lot of the limbs have been cut.
Okay, we are here in Sicily. We are just come here to see these incredibly old trees managed doing a lot of years, and now forget it for the people of here. Look, they recognize this is something special because they put his love and his also his recognition of the incredible tree together. This is incredible old burnet that is still healthy and pollen.
Yet another truly remarkable tree in what is a remarkable landscape of oaks, maples, hollies, beech trees, and every single one is so special and deserves to have a whole television program around just individual trees here. Really superb. So tell me why, having walked kilometres and kilometres up through beech coppice with hardly any other species, do we come across this notable, this remarkable sycamore tree, which is really tremendous, and it looks as though it's got Liberian on it. So this is a real old growth sycamore. Lovely big tree, and I'm just going to go and measure it. Maybe this is a slightly better example of it just before it disappears into the mist. It's more open, and Graham's just pointed out that this terracing is probably set up to protect the tree, and it looks like each example of the trees is fenced off to prevent too much trampling